Fiji up against Uruguay. It is the second game for the Fijians, the opening game for Uruguay. It's a bit of a quick turnaround for Fiji. It's only a few days ago that they played Australia. We'll put the teams in the description, but you can see they've made a fair few changes to their lineup, I guess to try and keep some of the guys fresh. It makes sense for Uruguay, no issues there being their opening game. But yeah, it's one that Fiji probably needs to get a pretty good result in, given that they are fourth in the pool with that loss to Australia. No bonus point collected, so yeah, definitely one needed here. Uruguay are far from favourites. There's not a whole lot of expectations on them, but as always, we will hope they do the country proud, hold their heads high, and put in a good as performance as they can. To look through the teams, I'll probably be talking a wee bit more about the Fijians than the Uruguayans, to be fair, because I'm pretty unfamiliar with the Uruguayan team, but do appreciate any insights that come through in the comments. Fiji, the front row is Mawi, Dolokoto, and Saulo. None of those guys started the previous game. The two props were on the bench, and Dolokoto is a new addition to the 23-man squad. He was not played in the Australia game. Ratuva also jumps up from the bench in the second row, and Ratuniyarawa is into the squad again, not in the squad against Australia. So, fresh legs. It's probably going to be important going forward, and with another game on the cards for Fiji coming up. Waqaniburotu is still captain at 6, and he did play in that last game against Australia, so he's having to back up 2 games in a row. Voka is up from the bench at 7, and Nakarawa actually moves to number 8 from the second row. That's probably an enforced change for John McKee, the coach, because Mata is out with a calf strain, and Yato is going through those concussion protocols, so he's had to fill in a back row spot there from somewhere. Into the backs, Seniloli and Matavesi are 9 and 10, and neither of those guys played in the previous game at all, so again, fresh legs for them. It also means that Vola is relegated to the bench. It's probably going to be good for him to get a bit of a break, to be fair. Goneva and Nakosi are the wingers. Goneva came up from the bench, and Nakosi is new to the squad. Veitokani is up from the bench at fullback. He can also cover 10 if needs be, but they've got Matavesi and Vola there, so he shouldn't need to do that. Interestingly, Radradra has moved into outside centre from the wing in the last game, so he's one of the other guys, along with Nakarawa and Waqaniburotu, who continue on from that last game. Otherwise, it's 12 changes. And Vatubua is an inside centre. He didn't play in the last one. So, yeah, that's the Fijian squad. As I said, 12 changes. You got to do it. It's World Cup time. You got games in quick succession. You need to make the use of that squad. Fiji are the second team to be playing their second game after Russia. Russia named an unchanged lineup, but they're probably looking at that as their only other chance to get a win. So that could be the reason for them kind of sticking to their best team. Fiji against Uruguay. It's a team below them in terms of the world rankings, so they should be able to rotate their squad and still get a result. For Uruguay, I don't really know much about the team, I'll be honest. I've seen kind of little bits and pieces of them, but not well enough to recognize any of these guys if they were down the street from me. Gaminara, the captain, is at number 6, the gas tank. I'll be looking forward to see how he goes. How their 9 and 10 combo of Arata and Berishi goes will be interesting to see if they take kicks at goal or whether they try and go for tries. But yeah, they are not favoured very much to get a win. In terms of historical results, they've played 3 times. Fiji, kind of unsurprisingly, are winners every single time. Average score in those games, Fiji 51, Uruguay 15. So it's been a pretty lopsided relationship, although they've only met 3 times. Rugby forecast has Fiji by 23 points in this one. The bookies have got Fiji by a try more with 30 points. So, yeah, how well will Fiji go having rotated much of the squad? I still think they're going to go pretty well. Uruguay, as I said, hopefully they can put in a decent performance. They are fresh, so that if nothing else gives them that slight edge, but with Fiji rotating the way they have, they're trying to minimize that as much as possible. Bonus point, definitely minimum requirement for Fiji, I would say, and we'll see how Uruguay goes. You guys let me know your thoughts on the teams. How do you think this match is going to go? Have you made your picks in Super Brew yet? And yeah, I'll talk to you guys again soon. See you later.